So Jay-Z has said this before, and apparently it's making headlines again, that he said nobody can stand up there and do a versus battle with him. Can't nobody defeat him in a versus battle. Check out the music entertainment playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. My thing about it is this. It's just not about your catalog in a versus battle. How are you as a performer? I remember I knew somebody who was a huge Jay-Z fan, cheap ass nigga, and he went to see him in concert and said, oh, that was the biggest waste of money I ever spent. Just to hear him rap on stage, I could have just sat home and played that over the acoustics. Now, I'll tell you something about the concerts, like, you know, real acts, like not even if they don't perform, like dance and stuff, those are the concerts you want to go to. You know, you got performers that dance like a Michael Jackson, a Beyonce, you know, those are the concerts. I mean, you know, then you talking about guys who just got stage presence and charisma. All the concerts I like going to, yeah, I've seen the Temptations, I've seen Slim Thug. You know, I don't really want much. I think I seen like B5, I'm just throwing out that, but the ones I like, Temptations, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Time, I seen Genuine in his prime. In his prime. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a number of people, I can't even remember, right? And most of the concerts I like going to were the Frankie Beverly and Maze. Rest in peace to Frankie Beverly. Those were the type of concerts that I enjoyed going to with the live bands and how soulful. The Temptations, they still, this was 2000s, dancing and shit. Those are the type of things, I mean, I said my mother and them go to the Prince. I never got a chance to go to the Prince concert, but when Prince came to Detroit, he said Detroit showed him more love than anywhere. You know? So, you know, the Prince, you know, I knew Prince was a hellified performer. So, you know, stage presence, I think people underestimated, you know, Jadakiss in the versus battle, his stage presence, whether it was versus Fabulous, whether it was versus Dipset. And most people that grew up under, like, it's two different generations, if you're being honest. Like Dipset and kind of like the Locks and Kissing Them, like, y'all gotta remember, they was around in the 90s, like hardcore. And you know, Cameron was around that time too, a little bit. But Dipset didn't really pop till the 2000s. Like, so it was a different era of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know what I'm saying. Like, they just different. Like, when 3 6 Mafia went against Bone Thugs, it was just too different. You know what I'm saying? 3 6 Mafia should have went up to, you know, they just in that Far Side and you know what I'm saying? They in that category. Slum Village, Far Side, y'all check the rhyme, yo, Tribe Called Quest. I mean, I even think that would have been a better battle for Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? 3 6 Mafia up tempo. That's, you know, even when you look at Cash Money and No Limit verses, that's two different type of music. Cash Money made bounce move music. If you know anything about New Orleans bounce, you know, it's booty shaking music. Like, No Limit took, you know, street, you know, they took that street shit, that trap. They really was the first trap street nigga type of dude. It wasn't really called trap music then, but they was really the first gangsta South rap for real. Yeah, I think you had Lil Troy and a few other guys, but they was really the ones that syndicated it. He popularized it. But it's about stage presence. You see, Mia X stage presence was phenomenal. Juvenile stage presence was phenomenal. So it's really about having stage presence. Can Jay-Z can say, I got this catalog. Okay, which 10 or 20 songs you gonna play, homeboy? And what's gonna be your stage presence? Because Jay-Z is always seen as emotionless or not having emotion or more laid back, more cool, and kind of one of them. Even when he get aggressive, it's just he never too high. You'll catch Jay too low before you catch him too high. If that make any sense. You know, you'll catch Jay too high before you catch him too low. Nas is kind of similar, but even when Nas get into his aggressive state, like Nas is aggressive, like it's mine, it's ether, and we on Mobb Deep with his mind, like aggressive, like he gets aggressive, like he goes to a level that Jay really don't go to as one of them laid back rappers. So how would Jay-Z stage presence be? Yes, his catalog is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And think about when they seen Lil Wayne perform at wherever he performed before the Super Bowl. It was horrible. It was hard. It was horrible. It was horrible. So what type of stage press, especially as a rapper, you know, you expect Beyonce and like Prince and Michael Jackson, shit, even Billy Ocean, even, you know, groups like Slave and one, you know, Frankie Beck. You expect them type of groups because it's built on stage presence. Stylistic still around here doing things. The lady from SOS Band just retired. Mary, I forget her last name. You know, they have stage presence. Rappers, they, you know, it's hit or miss when you see them. They usually get up there, hey, yeah, woo, wah, woo, woo, and then like they don't really have the stage presence. And I've seen Jay perform before, and he has some type of stage, but in that atmosphere, like he's not as colorful as Jadakiss. Like, and he's funny, but he don't really have that. He don't really out there like a Kiss. You know what I'm saying? He kind of remind me more of like a Fab or something like that. Like, I think somebody could beat him on stage presence. You know? But he got a hellified catalog. I mean, he can do all features and sweep most guys just off the music. He can do all features and be a problem. They should do a versus where somebody just come do all features. You gotta do all your just features you done. And to make it go shorter too, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to make it go shorter. So, you know, but you know, then again, you know, that's Jay's opinion. But he ain't unbeatable. Nas got a hellified catalog. You talking about 10, you know, let's just talk about the regular 20 songs. You talking about a 20-song run. Nas got a hellified catalog. You know, believe it or not, you know, two people who really got a really long catalog. I think some of the best in the business is T.I. and Jeezy. T.I. and Jeezy got some of the best catalogs. You know, they up there somewhere with Jay. What they did in the mixtape game and, you know, what they did in, you know, on records. I mean, I would say, shit, they at least got 3 classics between the two. I mean, both a piece. They at least got 3 classics. You know, Urban Legend, Paper Trail for Tip. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. You know, T.I. vs. T.I.P. was cool. King was dope. I mean, if you want to say that was a classic, I mean, it's close. I'm Serious was really good, but it wasn't a classic. I'm thinking about the other one. It's Urban Legend, Trap Music. Urban Legend, Trap Music, and Paper Trail. And then for Jeezy, I mean, 101, 103, Recession. I like 102 is my favorite. You know, and then you talking about what he did in the mixtape game is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, but Jay, you know, what would the stage presence be like in those? But his catalog, can't nobody fuck with it, honestly. Just straight his songs or features, you know, but stage presence means something. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance notifications. Peace.